Jaime Munguia's entire career has been manufactured. He fought a bunch of nobodies in Mexico that we're never going to hear about. I watched him lose to Greg Hogan, the Irishman, in Mexico, but they robbed Hogan. At 154, he was a weight bully, didn't do a damn thing. Didn't win a belt at 160, didn't win a belt
No
at
defense.
168, and got a Canelo fight with an undefeated record. After that Canelo fight, he got that little bit of money. He probably not even training how he was training. And he fought a man with only 5 knockouts and got sparked.
Hey, he was 24-0, man. He was 24-0 for a reason. He was 24-0 for a reason, too.
That's what I was ready to say, though. The dude he fought was a serious boxer. So it just shows you the level of competition that Jaime Munguia has been facing. Jaime Munguia got in there with somebody that really do this. I went and watched the fight. I watched it at like 5 in the morning on Sunday. And that dude was putting his hands up, good defense, and he was moving. Jaime Munguia is a dude that fights in a straight line.
And he hit with that same right hand a couple times before that, too.
Open up all different type of angles that Jaime Munguia is not going to be able to see.
That right hand was landing a couple times before in the earlier rounds.
You talking about
yeah, KJ, I seen you in Supreme video. I mean, Supreme Live.
You popped up while I was on TikTok. Ivan Global, you gotta subscribe to come up now. They said Munguia wasn't stepping out of range. Munguia never steps out of range. He dips his head.
He always been a line of
fight in a straight line, just like Canelo.
Hey KJ, let me tell. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, bro. Let me tell y'all the dumbest shit a dude told me the other day, bro. A dude said you don't need footwork to utilize angles in boxing.
I mean, you don't. You could have angles right in front of somebody.
I know, but I'm saying is like you get better angles with footwork. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, that's subjective, but the guy's right. You can stand right in front of somebody and create angles. He said Munguia is only slightly above average, to be honest. Got exposed. Exactly. That Munguia is slightly above average. That's a perfect way to summarize how he said Berlanga acted like he got a title. Just my take, but his performance was lackluster against Canelo. Berlanga, Munguia, Charlo, all of those fights were filler fights. Those are fights that Canelo shouldn't even have done. Canelo was supposed to be out here fighting Benavidez. You know what I mean? Fighting a David Morrell. He's supposed to be fighting real. He's supposed to have got the rematch with Bivol. Bivol said he wanted to fight Canelo at 68. Canelo's supposed to take that fight. Instead, he's fighting a fight that he knows he's going to win. Because he's at a point where his fans support him regardless. Hey, keyboard warrior, if you continue to try to take away from the live, I'm going to block you. So I want you to stay in your place, man. Be very careful about the next thing that you text in the chat.
Well, I was gonna say, I was hoping I had high hopes for Munguia.
I knew he was trash.
You said what?
I knew he was trash.
Yeah, I wanted history to repeat itself in a sense where Floyd taught Canelo a great lesson. I was hoping that. Listen.
Get him out of here, KJ.
Oh yeah. See, he couldn't even stand.
Not you that's talking.
You talking about keyboard warrior? Keyboard warrior. I like to say, peace.
That nigga weirdo, bro.
You're not no weirdo. He a fan.
Yeah, you hogging up the chat and shit. And anybody got time for that?
They said, can Shakur even? But hold on. Go back to your point, Arthur.
Well, what I was saying was, you know how Floyd taught Canelo a great lesson in boxing? Taught him to use his head movement more. Taught him to bring up his hands up more. Use his defense. Have an active high guard. I was hoping that same thing was going to happen with Munguia, because Munguia, he puts his face in your chest, and that's his defense. And he just let his face take all the punches. Like, that's what he was doing every single fight, forever.
Canelo was doing counters, like crazy counters with his head movement years before he fought Floyd.
Yeah, he just got better with it.
Before he fought Floyd, just being in the ring with Floyd gave him an even greater perspective. And that happens with boxers. So, for example, when I spar with Roach is a really great fighter, but when I spar with him, I was like, oh, I could be even more accurate because this motherfucker is real accurate. So I went and worked on my accuracy. Like, when you actually get to see it firsthand, you can get better from it. But Canelo would always had more in his bag, way more than Munguia. Munguia's bag has been basic from day one. He's gonna have a basic bag when he retires. He is an old school Mexican style fighter. But the Mexicans, they have improved. Like you got Ben Rodriguez out here putting on for Mexico. You got Canelo putting on for Mexico. The Mexicans have improved. They're not just coming in like Cesar Chavez in a straight line with some head movement trying to trade. You got dudes out here with footwork. They going back to that Sanchez counterpunching. I mean timing.
I beg to differ. I think
fighter.
Yeah.
He trash.
Yeah, I know. Rodriguez is a Mexican. You know, yeah, he is. That's what he claimed, and he trained with Robert Garcia and all that. But he really an American though. Like
I don't even want to hear it. Like at the end of the
it's
day,
the same with Benavidez. The same with Benavidez. You know, like those two are American.
At the end of the day, them boys they got Mexican in their blood, bro.
Yeah, for sure. That's their fan base. That's who they like back up with. But you know, they don't really like give off that Mexican vibe. Like they have
So
actors.
what's Canelo then?
Huh?
What is Canelo? Because Canelo don't fight like a Mexican fighter, and he's born in Mexico, born and raised in Mexico.
I'm not talking about Canelo.
I know. I'm saying, how can you say Bam American? How can you?
I'm talking about his style.
How you gonna substantiate that?
I'm talking about his style.
Okay, so Bam has an American style. Canelo has an American style, and he's born and bred over in Mexico.
And that's weird to me. Yeah, that's
if you listen, the so-called Mexican style has always been much to do about nothing. It's always been overrated. When Julio Cesar Chavez fought Meldrick Taylor, he was getting his ass handed to him until he landed that 12th round knockout shot. And really, Meldrick got up, but Meldrick was out of it. So that's a controversial decision, but it is what it is. When he got in there with Pernell Whitaker, he got his ass handed to him once more, and Pernell finished the job and made him look like nothing. You know why? Because you cannot be a throwback Mexican style fighter that wants to be in the center of the ring going in a straight line. It's not going to work against elite level boxers. It will never work against elite level boxers. It says that's why you are still a 26-year-old.
That's keyboard warrior.
Oh, you back? I'm 25, keyboard. I'm gonna block your ass again. How many accounts you want to make tonight? We could do this all night. Shit. Munguia was never even good as Canelo was when he fought Floyd. So how is the same thing gonna happen? Exactly. Munguia he's just trash, bro. I understand that you want good things, but bro, it's like if you're dealing with a 304. You may want her to be a wife, but she don't got it. She's missing certain elements. Like she's missing self-respect, self-esteem. You know what I mean? Things like that. Munguia is missing what? Defense. Even though Tank Davis said that defense don't win in boxing, we know that was a load of bullshit. Defense wins and dominates in boxing. Munguia is missing defense. It's like he doesn't even try. He started moving his head a little bit in his last couple of fights, but outside of that, he has no footwork. You know what I mean?
He puts combinations though. He puts combinations together. That's about good.
Yeah, he has good offense, but it's not like he knows what makes him special about offense. Does he set up big shots? Does he have great speed? What I mean, does he have great power? Nothing. Hey, I was playing Undisputed Canelo versus Bud, and I'm taking Bud. He has a longer wingspan, and they the same height. Bro, I ain't need to play Undisputed to know that, neither. But you damn right. I'm taking Bud, too.
Yeah.
Even the fact that Jaime Munguia got knocked out, Canelo couldn't knock that man out. Canelo's power isn't what it used to be. So I don't know why everybody acting like Canelo's just going to knock out Bud. This is not the Canelo of old.